introduce Dr. Fred Oswald.
All right, you're going to watch me ignite. I'm not slick, but something might stick here, hopefully, for you. You know, with like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, we don't want to underpredict our data. We don't want to overpredict our data with respect to organizational outcomes. We want to get it just right, and that's where big data algorithms come along. And we've been doing this all along when we look at curvilinearity, mediation, complex structural equation models. Nothing is new in that sense. But there is something new, obviously, in terms of big data, and we have a new form of dust-bowl empiricism, where we have robust prediction, but we don't necessarily know why that prediction is happening. So we live in this dust bowl. We have the what of prediction, that we achieved it. We don't necessarily know why. And thus, we have a black box here that we'll stare at for 15 seconds here, indicating worries about this prediction, how to open the black box, get robust prediction, and get to the why. To quickly understand big data and its opaqueness in 30 seconds, 2 slides, here's a random forest where we have variables in a tree, and we run scores down through the tree of predictors to get scores, and we have one tree with predicted scores, but we can have thousands of diverse trees to get thousands of predicted scores on an individual and average across the trees. Even just saying that in 30 seconds, average across trees, you might be able to understand the complexity of these models and the problems that arise as a result. DARPA has spent literally millions of dollars across multiple projects to understand random forest neural networks and other forms of AI, so we can achieve not only improved prediction, but explainability that informs our practice and our science and our organizations and can be defended in court. Here's the data science minor at Rice that we just unveiled that we're proud of, where prediction is not the only thing we need in the middle. We need visualization to our clients, right, to get across that bridge. And by the way, we need ethics. I probably don't need to explain to you why we need ethics, and I don't have time. But big data has been great in closed systems like chess and Go and Jeopardy, where everyone can celebrate those achievements. No one really is upset when chess game's won. But what about complex situations? Ethics comes into play, or expertise comes into play. We have to deal with algorithmic bias, and it's hard to do that in 15 seconds here. But how to detect algorithmic bias is a difficult issue. But we can address curly fries in 15 seconds. There was once a news report saying that big data algorithmics found that smart people eat more curly fries. We don't want this irrelevancy in our algorithms, and if we all eat more curly fries, we can solve this problem. But algorithmic bias for race, gender, and other protected classes is much harder, and these are hard issues where big data algorithmics can help or harm us. For example, when my non-line recommender suggests you have another drink. Well, if you drink responsibly, that's fine, but if you don't, that's not fine, and should the purveyor of big data algorithms actually be responsible for that? I might skip this slide, actually, in the interest of time here. Let's see. Well, data privacy is an issue. We don't want video cameras everywhere necessarily, even if the data collected are cool and predictive, right? People get scared, and the fact that they are scared might actually affect the data. We don't want that. We're worried about big data and its impact because it impacts at the level of nations, countries, and so on. It's not just an individual. We love big data, though, because it seems to be doing exciting things. Tests are boring, but games are fun. Brains are complex. We all have one, and now we can understand brains. And machine learning and AI are modern and complex, and they're complicated. If my organization, another organization has it, we must have it too, right? But we have to get at meaningfulness. And if you've ever taken factor analysis, you understand what's going on here. We need meaningful relationships. We don't always, the curly fries intelligence might provide a relationship, but it's not meaningful. It might reflect bias. I'm willing to take questions now if anyone has any. This is the time for that. But in closing, remember that big data is an adventure, not a static phenomenon. Over time, we hope to iterate between our confirmatory models and the inductive surprises that come from big data. It doesn't just stop at one point in time. We can learn more about constructs, models, and hypotheses by engaging in this adventure. We shouldn't be working against it. We shouldn't be working against algorithms. As Tara mentioned, we should be working with algorithms, with hybrid systems at work. Humans are terrible at making judgments, but they're very good at deciding what variables go into algorithms. And I don't know if they're good, but they're strapped with the decision-making capabilities based on the tools that they were responsible for building. And I/O needs to play more in this avenue, and we're all here, so let's do it. Thank you very much.